right, now we're back on Trojans Live. Jordan Moore, John Jackson, and JuJu Smith-Schuster, our next special guest here as we are live at the spring game from the floor of the Coliseum where JuJu has played his last game. What do you think about that, JuJu? You're just out here as a fan today, man.
Yeah, man, it feels different. I mean, just yesterday I was at my girls' game. She was playing lacrosse here, and I was in the stands, and I was like, wow, it feels weird. And this, my last game was against Notre Dame, so. But just to be here in this atmosphere at the spring game is awesome.
Women's lacrosse got that win, by the way. They were down at half and shut them out 7-0 in the second half. So a top 10 women's lacrosse team. JuJu, a big fan.
JuJu, talk to me about life after the Rose Bowl. I mean, ever since then, your life has gone, 360 from what it has been in recent years. Just the pace, the pressure, the tension, what has it been like?
It's been crazy. After the Rose Bowl, I mean, it's not just a regular bowl game, but the fact how the Rose Bowl happened and how it ended. And that's the whole crazy part about it. But I think right now my life is doing so fast. At the same time, I'm taking it day by day, that, the draft is around the corner. And you just got to take it all in.
This segment of Trojans Live is brought to you by Allstate. The Trojans are in good hands with JuJu Smith-Schuster. And what stood out to you from the draft process? Do you feel like you performed to your ability and were able to showcase your athleticism and your talent?
Most definitely. I went to the combine. I knew the situation, what it was. But, the numbers I did at the combine, I came to pro and I improved it.
Yep.
And I think it just felt great to be back home, to be with your last guys for last time and to go out there and perform really well.
Ultimately, when it came time to make your decision to leave USC or to go pro, what was the biggest factor for you?
I mean, one of the biggest factors is Dory Jackson, if he's coming back or not.
Well, we'll blame Dory then when we get him on next. If it was a 2-for-1 deal, we could have pushed harder.
We should have known that.
Yeah, man. But the biggest factor was, I played in so many different roles at USC, being a starter, backup, and axler. And then also, just playing through so many injuries, the hand, the thumb. And I just feel like, bringing from UC out of St. John's, going to the Rose Bowl, I mean, it's no better way to finish it. So just go out strong.
What are your plans for watching the draft?
I'm staying home, man. I'm staying home with my family. I'm staying with there's too many of us. I got 5 sisters, 2 brothers. You can't find all of us out. So
right.
we're just going to stay home, watch it. It's going to be on TV, though, so it'll be fun.
In terms of, getting ready, the preparation, what was the biggest focus for you in terms of what you felt you needed to improve? Was it the speed? I mean, the strength is obviously there. What was the route running? What was it that the scouts wanted to see from you the most?
Well, going into the combine, scouts wanted to see the speed. I ran at 4.5, 4, so, I mean, they were happy with that. And pro day was just the route running, be able to stay low, out of drives, and I'm pretty sure you know that. So
right.
Everything I'm talking about, so that's what it was.
Well, now we have to replace you. That's the hard part because you produced so much on and off the field for this program over the last 3 years. But they brought in a lot of guys to do it. You had a chance to tutor some of them over the last year or two. What do you see from this young wide receiver core? Obviously, we know Deontay can play. What do we know about the other guys?
Well, I just know the other guys. I know they're hungry. I mean, for us, me, Darius, and, Quan, Isaac, for us to play here. Yeah. And now there's just so many spots open. So, now they have the opportunity to work with a great quarterback, build that chemistry to keep fighting on. But I think today you'll see a lot of young guys get off. You have Velez, Michael Pittman, Tyler Vaughn, Josh Moore, Baby. It's a lot of guys out here.
Yep.
After playing with Sam for a year, I mean, you saw him sort of go, from good to great over the course of really 1 year. What stood out for you the most in terms of you guys developing your chemistry? What was sort of the key for that happening, that development? Because as we saw last year, you guys were really a great tandem.
Oh yeah, most definitely. With Sam, it was just you have to build trust with one another. I mean, I talked to him, night and day, like, hey Sam, how you doing this, hanging out, outside of football. But at the end of the day, when we were on the field, we did extra stuff, the things that we needed to work on. So, to build that chemistry, you really have to put some time into it.
Obviously, Sam came in, JuJu, and part of that was the turning point. But what you've been around for 3 years, and you were always individually successful. What sparked the team success that made the end of your career so much fun when in the last 2 months of the season?
Well, I think, not only, the situation with Sam, but at the same time, I think at the end of the day, when all the coaches are in, when the head coach includes everybody, when all the players give in, and it just, you built that chemistry where, everyone's all in. And I'm not talking about it means going to class. It means being on time. It means the people making your lunch, your dinner at Little Galen. Everybody was just all in. And, when everybody does that, you just see the change. And there's no individuals out there.
All right, so I got to take you and flash it back to high school, because in high school you played safety all the time, running back, and a little bit of receiver. It was sort of, sort of like you were tinkering with the offensive side. But then you come to USC, and of course you've been a stellar receiver. Now looking back, what kind of safety would you have been at the college level, and would you be a first-round pick at safety right now?
Most definitely.
I know, because I saw you at safety, and that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I remember you came to me after the game and talked to me. I was like, to be honest, Coach, like I thought I was a safety coming out. And I think me being a safety now, I think I'll be a first-round pick, top 10, and going out there, coming down, stopping the run, big hitter, but at the same time, very smart football player. But at the end of the day, I don't have no regrets.
Yeah.
I'm going out here playing ball, and I do what I love.
You did all right, JuJu. You did all right at receiver. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
You should have seen him at safety.
These people in here saw him catch a few touchdown passes,
that's
so
right.
I think you made everyone happy in the end. And we're looking forward to watching you catch touchdowns on Sundays, too. Always great to us and great to have you around. One of the best personalities we've had, certainly, in this program in a very long time. Thank you to JuJu. We're coming back. We've got a whole lot more. I should say first, forget 2 points for safety. Try up to 20% with the Allstate Distinguished Driver Discount. Safe drivers can instantly save up to 20% on car insurance just for having a clean driving record. And that's on top of other discounts. Call 1-410 Los Angeles area Allstate agents today. Thank you to JuJu. Back with more Trojans Live from the spring game next.